Hi there everyone, how you doing? It's Jeff C. It is Sunday, July... No, it's not. It's August. It's August the 3rd. And how are you all doing? Yes, I have been looking more and more into, of course, the Ebola. So many crazy things going on in this world. They just don't give us a break, do they? I mean, I don't know. I can't even remember a time where so much was going on at once. So many crazy things. Of course, so much bullshit. So many things that don't add up. And, of course, Ebola now making the rounds is the biggest story that is out there. I've done a few videos on it already. And now I'm coming on it again. Now, a lot of people have been sending me information saying, Jeff, check this out, check that out. I saw Dutch Since's video the other day where they were showing this containment tent or whatever that they put the doctor who became infected with Ebola, and that they had to fly. That's the best thing to do. Let's bring them back. Bring the boys back home. Bring them home, right? We're going to bring them home. Bring them to the Center of Disease Contamination there, the CDC, in Atlanta, right? Home of the Walking Dead. And you put them in one of these things. And I left a comment like, don't worry, Dutch. They've got the plastic wrap and the shoelaces. I mean, are you kidding me? You know, I don't know. You know, maybe I'm completely ignorant, but seriously, I mean, this is how they decontaminate things. This is something that's supposed to be secure with all these shoelaces. You know, I don't know, man. I think even a mosquito could find its way in there. But seeing the images coming off the corporate media, now we're going to take a look at this doctor here, this guy who was infected, the first American. I mean, they're bringing over a second one, of course, and they're both going to have him here. And this story doesn't add up one bit. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I said right from the beginning, I said, I don't buy it. I think that it's an excuse, that if they're going to release the Ebola virus, it's the perfect way to do it. They have to have somebody high profile all over the media to let people know that the disease is here. It's in America, USA, right? It's there. You got it now. You got Ebola. Woo! Of course, it's already there, right? It's wherever they want it to be. And we're going to listen to this corporate media report, and we're going to poke holes in it as we normally do here on Free Radio Revolution.
The fight to keep American Dr. Kent Brantly alive is now in the hands of infectious disease experts at Atlanta's Emory Hospital. The 33-year-old Brantly, a missionary with Samaritan's Purse, made the long journey from Liberia to the United States in a specially equipped jet.
I'm worried about him, yeah, I am, but...
And I always say this. This is how they splash the photos, right? To full value, the zooming in, the slow zoom, right? The smiling. He's here with his wife. Oh, right?
He'll be okay, regardless.
Yeah, let's listen to this guy again, right? He'll be okay regardless.
Regardless.
Right.
After nearly...
Yeah, but he'll be okay. Regardless.
Yeah, he's only got Ebola. He's only got Ebola. You got Ebola. What's the prognosis, Doc? Well, it's pretty shitty. Yes, it's about 90% fatality rate, and I don't know. Even if you do live, it may not be too pleasant, right? You know, all your organs start to fail and turn to liquid, right? Pretty shitty. Nah, but this guy, nah. He's gonna be all right. We gotta hear that again, man. That's just unbelievable.
I'm worried about him. Yeah, I am, but he'll be okay.
He'll be okay. Yeah, he's only got Ebola. Not that bad. You know, it's not that bad. You know, I got a bad case of hemorrhoids. You know, I don't know, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, he's got Ebola. I'm sorry, I don't want to break it to you, but of course he'll be okay. I don't know. I think he might be okay too. I don't know. He doesn't seem too teared up here. He's not too worried. Oh, let's continue with the corporate news network here, CNN.
Regardless.
After nearly 6,000 miles, 14 hours in the air, Brantly touched down Saturday morning in Atlanta, but not before a brief refueling in Bangor, Maine. He is the first known Ebola patient.
But not before a brief refueling in Bangor, Maine. So why did they go to Bangor, Maine? Why did they say that? And it's like, ooh, they stopped in Bangor, and he got out and he had a donut. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I mean, I say it all the time, but here's the black jet coming in, you know, and it's like, what a load of fucking dog manure.
On U.S. soil. I spoke with Dr. Bruce Ribner, one of the leading physicians overseeing Brantly's care. He says there was never a question of bringing the two Americans who contracted Ebola to Emory. They were ready for them. Why take the risk at all?
I think you've been in that part of the world, and you know the level of care that can be delivered.
Oh, racism. You've been in that part of the world. You've been around those people. Is this guy Sanda Gupta or whatever his frickin' name is? Right? And this guy's all over it. He's all over it. He's there. He's the Ebola dude. And he's there to bring the fear, bring the propaganda, bring the new world order. I'm bringing it right to you. You've been over to that part of the world. You know it.
These are Americans.
They're Americans. They're Americans. USA, USA, USA.
To supply a humanitarian mission of medical care for these individuals. And our feeling is that they deserve the best medical care to try and resolve this infection that they can get.
Awesome, man. It's a fucking commercial. What a delivery. What a script. He's an American. He's an American. American. Bring them boys back home. He's a Marine. They don't leave anybody behind. We're going to bring them over to the Black Jet. We're going to bring them to Atlanta. Atlanta. Home of the Bilderberg Mayor. Home of the Georgia Guidestones. Home of The Walking Dead. Home of whatever else. Hey, maybe the outbreak of Ebola if Bangor, Maine doesn't get that distinction. I hope it's not Bangor. It's too close to Quebec.
By early Saturday afternoon, Brantly was transferred from his isolation
on board.
There he
is. His isolation. We got the shoelaces. All right. I got the shoelaces. Do you have the cling wrap? Yes, we've got cling wrap. All right, cool. We can take the patient now. We got cling wrap and we got shoelaces. And they even got, like, what is this, a toilet? A portable toilet? I don't know.
The plane into an ambulance on the tarmac. Then a caravan took to the streets of Atlanta, where his every move was tracked by air and ground.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, it's just Ebola. It's not a big deal. Just put him in an ambulance. You don't need to worry about it. Nobody's gonna hit that. You know what? Those stupid terrorists, they'd never think to hit the ambulance with the Ebola guy that could wipe out 90% of the population of the United States within a matter of a month. Forget about that. We'll just put him in an ambulance and we'll drive around the city. Yeah, woo! Alright, awesome. Keep going.
Meeting him at the hospital, a specially outfitted containment unit. And this several in the world.
This takes the cake. Alright, this takes the cake. This is the biggest bullshit thing ever, alright? There is no fucking way somebody who is suffering in serious suffering. I mean, Ebola? Do you know what Ebola is like? Oh, come on. I can't even laugh about it. How could I laugh about it? It's so awful. It's so fucking terrible. Now I want you to brace yourself. I'll show you. I'll give you an example of what it looks like to have Ebola. All right? Let's take a look here. just looks peachy, doesn't she? It's a wonderful thing. I mean, it's just turning your innards to liquids. Your liver, your kidneys, every single organ just starts to fail. And it's I mean, I'll be serious for a second. From all accounts, from all studies, from everything that's been done on Ebola, it is one of the worst ways that you could possibly frickin' die. It absolutely destroys you. It's hideously painful. It is just the worst way you can go. It's not quick either. I mean, some people will die. Some people have a weaker immune system and they'll go quickly. Those with the strong immune systems are the ones that suffer and end up like this lady here, right? You might live for 3 weeks, and meanwhile your organs are turning to jello, right? And every orifice on your body is bleeding. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, everything. Your skin, everything is bleeding. You got pustulates all over you. It's just the worst possible state to be in. So somebody please explain to me that somebody suffering from Ebola is getting, hey, we'll give you a hand. You got Ebola. It's kind of shitty. It's kind of shitty. Come on, we'll help you down. Yeah. Do you want to go on the swing? You got a nice park. Maybe you want to go by, have an ice cream by the waterfront. You have a nice park there. You've got a swimming pool. You want to go for a swim? How you feeling? You're getting out of the ambulance on yourself with somebody giving you a hand here. It's absolutely 100% fucking bullshit. There's no fucking way, no way ever that somebody that was so seriously sick, somebody that they were so worried about, that they needed to do this hugely expensive undertaking, right? Which is bringing this dude back to the United States, back to the Center of Disease Control there, the CDC, in Atlanta, in order to have him treated and cared for in a plastic tent, plastic wrap with shoelaces in the Emory Hospital, right? It's 100% bullshit. There's no fucking way. There's no way. And I want to thank, I don't remember who sent me the link, but somebody sent me the link for this video, and I want to thank you because I always try to give credit. That's the kind of guy I am. Yeah, let's go.
What sort of message do you have for folks at home, general public, that are concerned about having an American with the Ebola virus here in their backyard?
I think that's the key point, that this is not a virus. This is a patient. This is one of our...
It's not a virus. It's a patient. You gotta think of the patient. Fuck the virus. Who cares? You're thinking of it as a virus. You're thinking of it as something that could bring the apocalypse, right? It's the apocalypse, right? It's the apocalypse, right? No, you're thinking about it as a virus. It's really a patient. No, I don't know. There's lots of patients. How many people die? How many people die of the flu every year, right? Is it, 200,000, 250,000, 300,000 people die in the United States of the flu every year? So we got to think about this Ebola patient that you brought all the way over in a fucking, makeshift fucking cling wrap and shoelace tent on a black fucking jet plane. Bring them all, fucking have them go through fucking Atlanta on an ambulance without a fucking tank escort. Right? I mean, it's only the most terrible thing that could ever outbreak in the history of the United States. It's only the most deadly disease that is out there. It is only the most effective way to fucking rid the world of 90% of the population. But nah! Come on, put him in the ambulance. We'll give him a tour. You want to see Atlanta? And then, of course, the kicker is he gets off, and it's like, nah, it's okay. Forget the stretcher. Forget it. I don't need a stretcher. Fuck that shit. I'm American. USA. So listen to this fucking sock puppet read his script.
This is a parent. This is a child. This is us. This is a sibling.
It's a parent. It's a child. It's a sibling, right? It's a hermaphrodite. What the fuck isn't it? It's a lizard. I don't know. Look at this guy and his tie. I don't know. It matches the surroundings. Go figure.
Sick person who needs our help.
The other American missionary, Nancy.
What a doctor! He must have taken the Hippocratic Oath. I mean, we gotta listen to this again. I'm sorry. This is just 100% fucking steaming pile of fucking bullshit. Alright, let's go right from the beginning here, you fucking sock puppet. Oh yeah, well, show him getting out of the freaking ambulance on his own. Yeah, it's alright.
General public that are concerned about having an American with the Ebola virus here in their backyard.
I think that's the key point, that this is not a virus, this is a patient.
It's not a virus! Ebola's not a virus. It's not a virus. What are you worried about? It only kills 90% of people that it comes in contact with. Fuck that shit. It's a patient.
Parent, this is a child, this is a spouse, this is a sibling, this is a sick person who needs our help.
The other American missionary, Nancy Wrightball, is awaiting her trip back to the United States as well.
Right ball. Yeah, right ball. You get on the fucking black jet. You got the fucking cling wrap. You got the shoelaces. We're gonna keep you safe. We'll give you a nice tour of Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta. You remember that? For The Walking Dead. Yeah, that show where we make fun of the sheeple all the time, right?
Around 12:30 Saturday afternoon, about an hour after the plane landed at Dobbins Air Force Base, it was back in the air.
Woo! Back in the air.
Expected to join your colleague at Emory.
It only carried the first patient ever, that had the most deadly disease ever. Let's just fill it up with fuel. We're ready to go. We gotta go pick up those rock stars. I mean, seriously, it's fucking Ebola. I mean, you see what they do with Ebola. I mean, they burn whole villages in Africa. They go in, they burn the houses to the ground. And they put them in a jet. They're like, yeah, thanks a lot. All right, it's the Ebola jet. Got off. Yeah, you gotta go pick up, I don't know, fucking Chevy Chase. Or should I say Jay Rockefeller. Or, what's the other guy? Oh yeah, Jim Morrison. Okay, let's continue with this absolute... Yeah.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN, Atlanta.
Ah, Gupta, that's it, Sanjay Gupta. All right, good job, you did it. I mean, even the fucking corporate media is like, well, that doesn't make sense, right? Why experts were surprised that Ebola infected doctor could walk into a hospital, right? And I clicked on this link, and I swear that there's no control. Forget about it. I mean, ABC, there's no... They put the pause button and it's an ornament. Like, try and stop it. It won't stop. The only thing you can do is turn down the volume, right? It just keeps going. And, it's a quarantine. Linder, I don't know what that is. All right, so I'm not going to go on about that, but here's the article here off ABC News. The fact that the Ebola-infected American was able to walk into the Georgia hospital today after his return to the United States surprised even medical experts familiar with the ravages of the deadly disease. Yes, Dr. Kent Brantly, can you give that man a cape? You just give him a fucking cape, man. He's ready to fly out of that frickin' ambulance. He arrived at the Emory Hospital. Emory University Hospital today after being evacuated from Monrovia, Liberia, where he's been treated for Ebola. Although Brantly had shown signs of the disease for the past week, he managed to walk into the hospital with support of medical personnel. All three wore protective gear to contain the deadly virus. So Brantly, along with his missionary Nancy Wrightball, you can't make this shit up. Wrightball. I have a field day with that one. Was infected with disease after working with Ebola-infected patients in Liberia's capital city. The current Ebola outbreak is the worst on record, and it's killed more than 700 in 3 countries in West Africa and infected more than 1,300. Before Brantly arrived in Atlanta, not much about his condition had been made public. According to the Samaritan's Purse, the aid organization he was working for, Brantly was in serious but stable condition. You know, when people are in serious condition, it's like, yeah, help yourself, get off. So at least 2 experts Yeah, experts were surprised but pleased. They're surprised but they're pleased. Ah, woo! Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. I've studied Ebola all my life and I specialize in it and never seen anybody do that. But hey, he's USA. The strain of Ebola virus has a fatality rate of approximately 60%, but has had outbreaks that go as high as 90%. Well, that's what we're being told, right? So, yeah, you know, you can't make this shit up. You know, they give you this story. Now, I fully believe that Ebola is real and that this thing is one of the most deadly things that is out there. I don't believe it's a hoax in that sense, but I believe this whole thing is a hoax. And I think there's a reason for the hoax, and I'm not too happy to report that probably that reason is a way of explaining how the disease gets out in the United States. I think that we have to take it very seriously that they brought these people, or they're bringing the other person as well, to Atlanta, and that they're going through these theatrics and they are really pumping it up through the media. I mean, it really is the big story out there. And that means where there's smoke, there's probably fire. Is this the New World Order's method to depopulate the planet? Have they perfected this strain of Ebola to make it airborne and release it? I mean, they could be spraying it from frickin' airplanes. We have no fucking idea. But they are telegraphing it that the disease has arrived in the United States. That is being telegraphed to you, and you have to take that seriously. All right? Yes, it could all just be a big distraction. Hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully this all just washes away and it's just another frickin' bullshit way to keep people fucking completely distracted. But this could also be the end game. And we have to be wary. We have to be watchful. All right? As Dabu says, eyes open, right? So people are putting links up for information on Ebola, and if you put up legitimate links, I'll make sure they stay up, because I want people to be informed. All right, I want to thank you all for listening, and I hope to God this is no frickin' serious outbreak that is about to happen here. Eyes open! Later, folks.